International prestige fight. In the blue corner, James Pearce from the Wicker Camp, and in the red corner, Matthew Daalman, Team Solo from Holland, a country synonymous with producing good fighters. We're both old enough, aren't we, Phil, to remember when getting a Dutch fighter or a Thai fighter was an absolutely massive deal.
Yeah, well, I remember, we just had Masters get on his shows when he first had any Dutch fighters over. Even if they weren't famous, it didn't matter, they were from Holland, you know, you knew they were in for a big fight. Looking forward to this one.
I know James has dropped down a weight category. He was holding the WBC national title. Matthew opens up with a Pete Teep.
Same again.
Slight height advantage over James. James nicely parries that to the side. Throws in a leg kick. And again, like so many other fighters that come out of the Wicker Camp, very technical, James, but Matthew there lands with his right head kick.
Some big head kicks going in from Matthew.
Early on, yep.
Yeah.
James just keeping composed.
Keeps scoring those teeps as well.
He does. Like Matthews found his range fairly early on. James evaded that one nicely. But so far as his own attacks are concerned, just seems to be a smidgen out of range.
Yeah, it could be that James realises he ain't got no slouch, he's fighting a good fighter. And
just feel him out this first round,
just feeling out.
Good first round there.
Yeah.
A bit more thrown by Matthew.
Yeah, I felt Matthew had got his range, especially with his kicking. His punches seemed to fall short, but his kicking looked pretty good.
Those teeps particularly.
Yeah.
Seconds away. Round two.
See if James has figured out his opponent following that first round. But Matthew certainly seems to be more eager to engage moving forward. James has landed some nice quick leg kicks and body kicks.
Seems to be stepping it up a bit now.
Matthew's really found his range now. He's opening up, he's mixing it up.
He's he must be careful, Matthew, that he doesn't get too relaxed as well. He's been dropping his guard a few times. If James gets in and hits him, he's going to get caught.
Nice little evasion there, and a kick in return by James, but Matthew starts coming back with a head kick and body kicks. Jumping teeps. Neither of them have thrown any knees yet. They've certainly not clinched. Perhaps that's an area where James could have an edge. But he's got to bridge that gap and engage first.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful little left hand there. Spinning back fist there, not allowed. But a really nice little left hook as James stepped off. Matthew nodded in acknowledgement. Look, James starting to find his mark. Matthew throws a straight right down the pipe. Bursts of exchanges, nice leg kick landed.
Much closer round this time.
Much closer. Lots of little exchanges throughout. But James has certainly had his moments in there. That beautiful little left hook stepping off to the left. Some nice low kicks.
It's been mainly kicking and punching, hasn't it? And be interesting to see now they're getting a bit into the fight now. What, third round now coming up? Whether they start doing a bit of clinching and kneeing. So at the moment, nobody's even attempted doing a clinch. It's been kept at a distance.
I just wonder whether that will be something that James can dominate. We saw Matthew throw the spinning back fist, which is still allowed in K1.
Yeah.
And I just wonder whether he's more used to fighting K1 rules than Thai. And if that's the case, then a thoroughbred Thai fighter like James should have the edge in the clinch.
Yeah, because I also noticed with Matthew, he's doing a lot of bouncing sort of style, moving around.
Nice kick there by James. I'm sorry, I said earlier on no one had thrown a knee, but that was wrong. Matthew threw a jumping knee. Oh, very solid kick there. James is making his opponent miss now. It's a real way to show dominance, make your opponent miss and then punish him.
Good punch there from Matthew, but I'm not sure they're carrying much venom behind
No,
them.
they're not, and James is responding. I'd like to see them at some point engage in a clinch just to see how Matthew fares. James's corners urging him on to attack the body. He's been the victim of this in one of his previous fights where he was punishing the legs of his opponent. In the eyes of the judges, it wasn't deemed enough, even though the body kicks that his opponent was landing were having no impact.
Yeah.
James is doing well, evading him, but he's got to land his own blows as well. He's landing solid kicks to the legs, but his corner are telling him you've got to attack the body.
Yeah, this is the problem. I've seen quite a few fights where somebody's been concentrating and destroying the legs, and the other one's been scoring all the time, and then people got confused with the result at the end.
You can get into a funny position where the body kicks that are thrown are having no impact, landing with no force, but they are nominally body kicks.
Yeah.
Do they really outweigh solid leg kicks?
I know it's awkward. I went on a judging course years ago, and we were showing a video with one of the heads of Thailand, and he actually sort of stated that knees to the body, kicks to the body. It's not written down, but they'll score more than low kicks than that. So that's why most fight, especially clubs nowadays, they sort of train more to get the kicks into the body, get the knees into the body.
I just wonder how Matthew would fare in the clinch. I don't know if that's something that James is going to be able to do.
I'm surprised James hasn't tried it unless he's going to try it in these later rounds. I think also his opponent might prove a bit slippy as well. He's good at moving around actually.
James has got to capitalise on those things. When his opponent misses, he's got to punish him.
Yeah, he didn't do anything, did he? He stood there and watched him. He should have got him.
A good confidence booster there for James.
Nice
now we saw a little bit of an exchange there.
Yeah.
It looked promising for James. He's kicking now, but he's responding to the leg, which you've already commented on, Phil.
Yeah. When the kicks have been thrown, James having more effect. You're going to go and look at the body of.
You can see the marks on Matthew's legs, on both legs.
Both legs. He's got some on the sides of his body as well, on his ribs. You can see the scuff marks from the kicks.
Oh, James snuck through there with a couple of punches. Still working the legs though. His corner's urging him to work the body.
Now James needs to get some more body kicks in.
We just saw a glimmer there of him clinching ever so briefly.
Yeah.
And James certainly didn't look like he was on the worst end of it.
No.
I just wonder if you could engage him to see and test out what Matthew's like.
I'd love to see him in the clinch, but like I said, I think he may end up where Matthew's too slippy an opponent. I think he'll just worm his way out of it. But out of the two fighters, James is definitely the stronger fighter. It's just that Matthew's done a lot of scoring with the kicking.
Seconds away. Two for final round.
Good body kick there by James. James is being urged on by his corner to move forward. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, very good.
James's corner spot on. He's got to move forward.
Yeah.
He's got to pour that pressure on Matthew.
James is getting more kicks in. He's trying to blast his opponent and it's not working.
Oh, nice little trip there. Just a pity he's not even tried out earlier on whether he had a real advantage in the clinch.
Yeah.
The few signs that we've seen suggest he may have had.
See, maybe he's had it in his head that he's going to do a clinch, and then he's going there and got drawn into Matthew's game, where he's just fighting at distance all the time.
Oh, that's it. Made him miss and then made him pay. Good fight.
We'll see how the judges have scored this one.
Okay, can you put your hands together, please, for both fighters? Excellent fight. B-class prestige fight. And the judges' decision in the blue corner, James Pierce.
Well done, James Pierce.
I think the judges must have gone for the power.
Keep your hands together, please, for Matthew Daalman.
Well, he certainly deserves it, and it was a real stellar performance by his opponent.